Hey Virgo, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing your February 2025 Tarot and Oracle reading, asking what's coming towards you. And we're going to start with the Mudra cards. These are affirmations and messages, and they are also represented by hand gesture. And I love that you can just actually do something on your end of the screen that kind of gives you a sense of control and meditation around that message. So let's see what comes out for you. If you'd like for me to pray for you, the offer always stands. Say hi in the comments section, even a little emoji, that works too. And I encourage everybody to do that for each other. This is a really loving community, so please consider joining it. If you like these readings, hit the subscribe button. It's free and it helps the channel grow and get out to more Virgos like yourself. So we have transformation, the art of change, and it's a very simple hand gesture. You just cup one hand in the other and then you touch thumbs. The affirmation goes like this: I am so clever and ingenious that I can use any situation to my advantage, and I make sure that the greatest good for all comes of it. I love that. So it goes on to describe, this mudra refreshes the spirit and gives harmony, balance, and equanimity. Make sure your arms are horizontal and keep your hands up as high as your throat, so really high up. While you are performing this mudra, imagine a bowl of lemons in front of you. All but one are shiny and flawless. The odd one out has an ugly mark on it. Whether you get annoyed about it or not makes no difference at all. The mark is there, and that's that. The best thing is to squeeze all the juice out of the lemons, add a good portion of sugar, and make sweet lemonade out of the situation. That's the longest version of that saying you've ever heard, I bet. Making lemonade out of lemons, is that how that goes? All right, you guys. So coming towards, I want this deck right here. Coming towards Virgo. What's coming towards Virgo? You need to know about. This is going to be an extended, for all of you guys who like to go into the advice portion, like now what, and you like longer readings, that link will be in the description box below. All right. Whoa, right off the bat, we have Two of Wands looking towards your future. This is not a time necessarily for action right now. This is a time for planning. That's why he's holding on to that wand right there. And everything's so symbolic in tarot. So we'll oftentimes talk about the pictures directly. In the other hand, he's holding a planet, like a globe. And that represents everything that he's been through so far, everything that he's experienced, he's learned so far, and what he can actually offer the world. At the same time, he's looking out at that horizon asking, what can this world or this situation or this person, fill in the blank, given your situation, offer me back? And so it's definitely a time for planning, asking what if, brainstorming. All right, off to a cool start, Virgo. Moving forward into your future, leaving January, going to February, launching into 2025. We do have some interesting energies popping out. You are leaving something behind. Wow, I know I'm skipping like to the end here. Wow, yeah, so you got Eight of Cups here. And just like the symbolism in the Two of Wands, leaving something behind. His back is turned towards these cups. At one point, he very much cared about these cups. He was spit shining them, sitting there, lining them all up, admiring them, making sure no birds crapped on them. And then one day he decides that doesn't seem like such a great job anymore. And he turns around and he's headed for the hills. So that's all to say, you'd rather take it on faith. The unknown looks better than what you've been doing. And you're putting down this burden and a chapter of life that has been exhausting you. Okay, so in the middle of your reading, we can see why. We have feeling like disempowered. Maybe there's even been somebody who's been casting authority over you that's kind of demonstrative, bossy energy. It's either that or you just don't feel like you're the authority in your own life. It's like having your power taken away from you, getting the Emperor card upside down. Doesn't feel good, right? We like to feel like we're in charge of our own lives. Three of Cups. This is maybe even folks around you that have not been as supportive, maybe friends that have not been supportive. The other meaning of this card is actually a third-party situation. So some of you guys might be in a little bit of a triangle in your life, trying to please everybody or trying to balance things, and it's just not been working. That's what these cups were. It's not a fun job. Finally, we have everything came to a stop still stop. What am I trying to say? This is a very slow night to start off with. It does represent earth energy, but this is usually making forward progress, even if it's slow. This means it's completely come to a stop. So whatever it is that you're going through, Virgo, I will say you're almost backed between like a rock and a hard place in your life. So you had to take a look at it. But I love that we start with the Two of Wands, the beginning of this new journey, brainstorming, and I love that you're putting down a chapter that's been exhausting, okay? So let's unpack these now. I want to get a card out on each. And I love at the bottom of the deck, you've got the Ace of Wands. That's passion and a new project, something that usually requires action and pretty quick moving. So unpacking each card, it's a conversation with the tarot. So we only take the cards that fly out. But when they flip like that, we do like to sneak a peek. So just looking, Five of Cups, Page of Wands. It's just like footnotes, little clues. All right, what came out was a Five of Swords. So you're having victory about something that you felt in the right about. So there could have been a conflict around you. You could have been in an argument with somebody, or you know, banging your head against the wall, trying to make something work. And you're having a victory here. You are right. Now, the thing to keep in mind with this specific type of being right is there's maybe a little cost, right? So it's a little bit bittersweet there, but this is standing your ground and moving forward no matter what. We have the Emperor card upside down. That's that energy, like feeling like you're not in charge of your life, or even another controlling energy in your life. And we have Page of Cups. I love seeing Page of Cups. Tower card and forward movement. Okay, so we do have the Tower card, and that talks about an event in life that you have little control over. You can only control how you react. It does look like it has a really positive, wonderful twist to it. So what you least expect to happen, happens. The Page of Cups is kind of a youthful energy because there's a sense of not needing to know the whole picture, not needing to know all the details, taking a little bit of faith that this feels right, this feels good, and that this was meant to be. I feel like we need a little bit more, what feels right. There's a Death card. Something's definitely coming to an end, and it's all meant to be. The Destiny card of the wheel. So the wheel is a reminder that you're exactly where you're supposed to be at this time. It's validation, it's confirmation. You know, if you have been sitting in doubt, Virgo, like playing that game we do with ourselves sometimes, like, well, if I'd done this differently, or if I just taken that left turn instead of the right, you know, where would I have ended up? You don't even have to bother with that. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Even if it's a little bittersweet, it feels very much like you're reading. It feels like you're doing the right thing for you, even if there's some consequences. But the consequences you'd rather take than stay between this rock and a hard place. You just know what hasn't been working. So now we move on to another thing that hasn't been working, and it's the third party energy of the Three of Cups upside down. It could be a lame crowd of people that you're just like, they are not my friends anymore. Or it could be that is kind of a triangle of energies. And it looks like you're looking at independence. It's taking some strength to pull away from this one. But you are looking at your own independence. Your financial independence is the most important thing here. Also, how far you've come. You've sunk a lot of time and energy into something. And while you might be walking away from something here that you did care very much about at one point, you are kind of taking a moment to observe what you want to take with you, right? So you don't have to leave everything behind. Look, he's taking his walking stick, damn it. And this is where you decide that, right? So it's taking strength just to take a look at everything. That's why we're getting the Strength card. There's a wisdom to the Strength card, and it's basically saying you can get what you want and be very effective in non-aggressive ways. You don't have to be demonstrative. You don't have to burn bridges. You know, you don't have to burn it all down. You can get your way, and you're going to be fine. The Independence card of the Nine of Pentacles is a very happy card. I'm feeling like there's no surprises here. And I think that there has been surprises. That's what you get with third party energy or with this crowd that's unsupportive. Page of Pentacles upside down. Justice card. It's the right thing. Yeah. So you're really finding time to rebalance in February, but more importantly, you're making some strong observations that just make it very clear. You know, you're very much in a righteous place. And some of you guys might be going through something legal. So if that's the case, this is a very good sign to get in your reading that karma is going to play out in your favor. That's why she's holding the balance and she's holding the sword in one hand. The sword represents information, knowledge, and of course the scales represent balance. So now we get back to our old friend, the Eight of Cups, okay? So we're going to open up a new deck because we've used so many cards so far. This has been pre-shuffled with you in mind. Tell us more about this. It'll be interesting to get the advice portion next. Coming out of heartbreak, realizing what you deserve, also possibly even getting a gift. This could be money. This could be a gift. This could be also just that self-worth. Like, you know what? I don't quite know what's lying out there in the hills for me, but I know that it's going to serve me better than what has been. And then Page of Rods, open-mindedness. So this is a time for breaking patterns, for taking maybe a different route to work than you normally do, just for the simple reason of breaking a pattern. So keeping an open mind, exercising that, like stretching your mind, making plans, allow yourself to think it, allow yourself to imagine it, because all of that is fueling this energy forward and what you're creating. 10 of Wands, the World card. Some of you guys are going to be traveling. You've got a couple travel cards in here, but also you might be considering options or considering people that are different from you. Being around them just feels good. And it's just really allowing other influences, other possibilities. After a time of going back and forth, Two of Pentacles is a wishy-washy, cloudy place. So opening your mind, possibly traveling and moving possibly. So the Tower card you've gotten twice now, and towers can be big indicators of a move. An event, nonetheless. This event puts you into an open-minded place. It's funny because we have the Page of Rods and we have the Knight of Rods. And the Knight of Rods carries this message about an event, something that's happening, possibly a move. It's delightful, but there's that take it on faith. There's this wild twist, and it's definitely an ending. The Death card is also a rebirth card, the Wheel of Fortune, moving forward. That reminder, you're exactly where you're supposed to be, even if it feels so foreign. Feeling foreign is what it's all about, the World card, right? I'm going to move on to the advice portion and unpack this further, asking what to do now. If this is where I leave you, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I love you guys. Say hi in the comments section. Reach out and I'll reach back out to you. And then for those of you who want to come along, again, the link is below in the description box. Take good care, you guys.